Wow, this is a difficult video to make. I was going to take a history from a patient, okay, for one of my sign-offs. And I went to the hospital ward and I asked them who's a good patient for me to take a history from. And they told me this patient is perfect. Go take a history from them and come back. I'm like, okay. I went and I saw this gentleman in his bed. And he was looking very, very bad medically. I mean, he was not doing well. He had a stroke, I think, a couple of days back. So I went there and I started to take his history. And he was telling me that this is it for him. Like, I'm normally an optimistic person. And I'm normally, looking forward to change, to improving myself. There's always a way. If there's a will, there's a way. But now I think this is it. And one of the things that really, really hurt me was that he was so scared about his wife. Because he started telling me that I don't know what to tell her. It's unfair for her to go through this with me, right? Because he felt guilty that he was overburdening her, right? But I asked him this question. I asked him, does she know how you feel? Does she know? Did you tell her? And he started crying even more. The worst part about that is I felt helpless. I didn't know what to say to him. I sat with him for an hour, and I used to, take pride in myself that I know how to communicate to patients. And here I am, standing here with this patient, right, with this gentleman, a beautiful soul, that I can't help. I can't do anything. And it made me realize that, no, actually, medical school is different, or being a doctor is different. There will come times where you really can't help people. And you have to be okay with that. And he was just looking at me for this for a speck of hope, anything, just help me, kind of. Just, do you have any treatment for me? Do you have any diagnosis for me that can wake me up, that can revive me? But I had nothing. And couldn't even tell him anything. And it dawned on me how many different patients I will face in my life where I'll say, I'm sorry, but my hands are tied here. I can't help you. What's my point? I don't know. I think my point is you have to be okay with, especially if you want to become a doctor, with not being able to do something that you really want to. So sometimes all you can do with things in life is not fix them. It's just being present. It's just being there with the patient. Sometimes it's about just recognizing your own limitations. So just stepping back and saying, look, I can't do anything. And that's okay. Be present. Share that space. Listen to what they're saying. Listen. Just listen. Okay. Can be much more helpful than actually trying to solve the problem, because you're there. And you're not really doing anything, one might say, but you're there. You're present. At least you have every intention. Your heart is trying to synchronize with their heart. That's all you have to do. If you're going to be a doctor, be okay with not being able to help everyone.